everyone, this is Jane here. I'm just here to doing a little video about this little junk journal that I'm just making at the moment. So I've already made the cover, and this was just a tea box that I usually use for my mini journals, and covered it in an old bed sheet. Sewed round it this time for a bit of a change, so that was fun. And then obviously I've reinforced the spine with the tape as usual, marked out all the holes, punched the holes with my Crocodile Big Bite, and so that is the cover. And now I'm all ready to pop in the signatures that I've sorted out. So I've already sorted out the signatures, and I just thought I'd just show a little bit about what I do with the signatures before I sew them in. So what I tend to do is I decide what I want as a cover, and that might be a piece of scrapbook paper, might be a book page, or it might be a bit of collage that I've made. I usually try to make each signature cover a tiny bit bigger than the pages themselves, because once you fold up the pages, if you've got a bit of bulk there, you do end up with these kind of overhangs. So if you can make this a little weeny bit bigger, it'll cover most of that up. The thing is, you're never going to cover it all up because it's the way it folds. You can go in with a craft knife and trim all of those up, but I don't really like using craft knives because I'm quite clumsy, and I'm absolutely sure that I would cut my finger off if I did that. So I tend to just live with it. I actually don't mind it. It doesn't bother me at all. So before I sew them in, I kind of fold them all down and put them in the order that I want them in. So I'll have, in this case, I'll have a doily in the centre, and then I've got kind of coloured paper, a white paper, a tea paper. I've got this envelope which I'll be which is getting sewn in as well as a pocket. And what I do is I'll fold those in like that so that they're tucked into the book. I've got some ones that I've stenciled. I've just got some plain paper, some heavier stenciling, some tea dyed paper, some graph paper, green dyed paper, a bit more with some stencils, a bit more plain, bit of kind of light dyeing that you could dry over easily, bit of plain white, and then I've got some ones that we've stenciled. Then I've got the cover. So what I try and do is make it so that I've got a variety of different ones in each of my, so I just got to pick that up. Each of my signatures has a bit of a variety in it, and then they're all kind of set to go. So I've got a front one. I usually decide what way round they're going to go. So I have a front one, a middle one, and a back one. They're similar, but they're not identical. So this one's got slightly different, a different kind of layout. It still has a doily in the middle. Got some tracing paper in this one. Instead of the envelope, I put like a little bag. This is almost like a glassine type bag, so that's really quite cute. So I make sure they're all patted down, and then I kind of hold them together with a big clip. And sometimes I'll leave them like this for a couple of days if I'm not kind of wanting to really get on, but I'm kind of eager to get on with this one, so I probably won't leave them for a couple of days. I'll probably just put them in today. And this one's just got a book page as a cover, and then I've tried again to even it out so that you've got different things all the way through. Got another envelope in there. Sorry, excuse me. Bit of tracing paper. And yeah, so that's all ready to be hole punched. So then what I tend to do is, because I've got the idea that this is back, this is the middle, this is the front, we want to line up the right holes with the right place. So we want to make sure that we've got our things in the right order. So this is the front one, this is the middle one, this is the back one. We need to be deciding what is the front and what is the right way up before we put these things in. This is the right way up because we've got all the music notes the right way up. So it will be quite easy to tell that we've got things the right way up. But what you can do is just write top here. So this easily rubs out. So then what we want is, this one is going to be our front. This is our middle. And this is our back. So then I have a template that I'm using just because it's easier to line up on here. So this is our front, this is our middle, this is our back. So they are actually all the same distance apart, but I just think it's, you know, belt and braces, that we actually put the right one with the right one. So what I tend to do then is I'll open up the signature, fold it back on itself a little bit, and then what I like to do, and you don't have to do this, but I just find it helpful, is I fold it back, and it only really works if you've got a light colour. Get one of my daubers, okay, and I'll just get the dauber and put it along the fold so I can really clearly see where the fold is. Okay, and then I'll take that like that. And then I'll take this like this, and because we're in the front, remember, we're going to attach the front to the template to the book or to the signature, so that you can see the colour of the ink through. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that is going to help us to get it on the fold. Let's see if it does. Oh, it's a bit of a hairy moment. Sometimes they don't go right on the fold, and it's okay. It's not a disaster. So you just line it up through the hole that's already there and push it through. This crocodile Big Bite is just, it's a game changer for me. So my arms and hands aren't that strong. And it means I can actually go through them all together. And it just is a game changer. Right, so I'm just going to change this around the other way up so that I can actually see properly. Keep that all pushed down so you can see. Line it up with the hole and smush it through. Okay. So now we've got that is all lined up, and as you can see, it has actually popped them right on the fold. That's excellent. I'm properly chuffed with that. So I can undo those ones, do those ones, and put on a big one to keep it all in place. Right, okay, so now we're on to Mr. Middle. So we're going to get our middle one, open it up, open it up, open it up, open it up. and then just fold it back on itself. So get the fold in the right place, like that. Get a bit of ink again. And you actually don't have to do this at all if you don't want to. If you can see exactly where you want to put the marks, then absolutely perfect. I've just found it a bit of a useful trick to help line things up properly. You do have to be careful not to let things move about though. So let's just double check that we've got that all right. Okay, that's all folded there. Let's just do what we did before, which is pop on a, hope you can see okay, hold that in place like that. Right, okay. So now we know we've got the ink on the fold. So now we can put the middle line, and you should be able to see them actually show through. So that's now in place. We can pin that into place. Okay, middle, you can just see the ink coming through the holes, which will help you keep it on the line, hopefully. Let's try and see. That's one. That's two. And that is three. Okay. Undo, undo, undo. So there we are. There's our holes on the fold. Not too bad. So we can now fold that back up. Keep that all like that. Okay. Excellent. And last one. So we'll go again. Actually, what I might do this time, just as an experiment, is to do it this way round. Put a bit of ink on. On the fold, like that. Okay. Just going to tap it all down so they all stay where they're meant to stay. Get into line, and that's take that apart a bit. Keep that in line like that, and then put our fold in here and this bit in here. So that's all folded. That's the only problem with the tracing paper, it's a little bit slippy sometimes, so it can be a bit awkward. So let me just put a clip on just to keep it still for a second. And then we'll put our thing. So this is the back, remember? So we want to put the back so that the back, so that we can see the ink through the hole. So there we go. Back, 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 back. There you go. So that is all in the right place. That one. Yes, I'm just okay, that's one. That is two. Right, so hopefully these should be on the fold. Let's just see. Put your chomper through the hole and chomp it. Put your chomper through the hole and chomp it. Put your chomper through the hole and chomp it. Okay, so now we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. And there's the holes all on the line where we wanted them. So that is excellent. And we're going to just clip that together. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip that together with that so that nothing shunts about too much. And then I'm going to close it up to kind of train the fold a little bit before I sew them in. So those are my 3 front, middle, back, and they will all be going in into this little folder this way up. So they're all going to fit nicely. I'm going to just tuck it all in. If you do have any overhangs, you can fold them in, make little pockets out of them, trim them off, put hole punches through them. Like if you've got a border punch, or you can use fancy scissors to trim them off. Loads and loads of different ways to even things up if it's not all even. Or you can just leave it a little bit uneven, because that's okay too. So really, really looking forward to putting these together. I won't show you how I'm going to sew them in, because I'm just going to use 3 hole pamphlet stitch. And there are other videos on my channel that actually show you how to do that, so I won't bore you with it all again. But I will link below one of the ones that I've done with 3 hole pamphlet stitch so that you can have a look. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and a share. And subscribe if you would like to. And I will see you all next time I'm making something else. Or maybe I'll show you this once it's all made up, and once I start to decorate it, we can decorate some of it together. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.